magic, the occult, and religion.
Good afternoon and welcome to Just News on Wednesday the 2nd of May. I'm Billy Banks.
And I'm João Povos. The headlines.
We're on the eve of the mayoral referendum, but what does it all mean for Sheffield?
It's been held at Crucible for over 30 years, and the World Snooker Championship is still breaking records.
And St Luke's Hospice in Sheffield has been given a multi-million-pound cash boost.
It's less than 24 hours before the people of Sheffield will be voting in the mayoral referendum alongside the local elections. This vote will decide whether Sheffield will adopt the elected mayor system that places such as Doncaster have adopted. Joe Allen went to the Sheffield city centre to find out just how much people know about tomorrow's vote.
Did you know there's a mayoral referendum taking place on Thursday?
No.
So you're not going to vote?
Possibly not, no.
Will you be voting?
No.
Okay, so you got no interest in it?
Not whatsoever.
I might do, depends if I've got time.
Did you know there's a mayoral referendum taking place on Thursday?
I did, yeah.
Are you going to vote?
I will be.
No, I didn't.
You didn't, so you're
No.
not planning to vote?
No.
So it seems most people in Sheffield don't know there's a referendum taking place on Thursday. Or if they do, they're not quite sure what it entails. However, it will be an important decision in the future of local government in Sheffield. On Monday night, Sheffield Hallam University and the Star held a discussion on the mayoral referendum, where members of the public were given a chance to ask questions of local MPs. Sheffield is one of 12 UK cities to have a referendum over elected mayors. The two choices are whether Sheffield will be run by an elected mayor or whether the city will carry on with the current system, where a local councillor is chosen as council leader. If the people of Sheffield vote yes to an elected mayor, the election would then be held in November. The mayor would serve a maximum term of 4 years before standing for re-election, and this whole system allows the public to have a more direct say in who runs their city. An elected mayor is not to be confused with the ceremonial Lord Mayor though, and the position of Lord Mayor would still exist. But Bryony Robinson from the University of Sheffield says that one problem with the system is how an elected mayor could differ from council members politically.
Well, I think there's a quite real possibility of having a clash between an elected mayor from one party and a council that's predominantly run by another party. So, for example, in Sheffield, had we elected a Lib Dem mayor at the height of the Lib Dems' popularity, they'd still be serving their 4-year term and now be working with a council that's run by the Labour Party. And this election, Labour are only likely to consolidate their hold of the council further. And that could create real problems and problems in making decisions with such strong leadership pulling in two different directions.
Many details, such as exactly what powers an elected mayor in Sheffield would have, are still unclear. But by Friday it will be clear whether the city of Sheffield is taking its first steps into the political unknown. Joe Allen, Just News.
For more information and an interactive map on this year's local elections, you can visit our website, that's www.justnews.net. And later on in our evening bulletin, we'll bring you a special report from the Broomhill ward, which looks set to be a closely fought election this year.
Tributes have been left at the Woodland area in Barnsley, where 15-year-old Liam Collier was found dead on Monday. Friends of the teenager said his death had shocked the area and have expressed their feelings on tribute websites and Twitter. One message says, "We were close friends and always had a laugh. Don't know what I'm going to do without you." It's understood that the boy's mother died early this year of cancer. Police are not treating the death as suspicious.
The World Snooker Championship has broken its all-time record for ticket sales. The Crucible has been hosting the event for the last 35 years, but this year, before the tournament began, more than 30,000 tickets had already been sold. Now, all the tickets for the remainder of the tournament, currently in its quarter-final stages, have sold out. The Crucible says a new marketing strategy brought about the increase in sales.
We are trying to get more and more clever with our marketing strategies, using social media a lot more, building up strong partnerships with local media. We work very hard alongside Sheffield City Council and Welcome to Yorkshire to make sure we market the event properly, and I think every session now for the rest of the tournament is more or less sold out, so it's great news for us and great news for Sheffield as well.
And snooker legend Stephen Hendry announced his retirement from the sport last night after crashing out of the tournament to Stephen Maguire. I think the sport will miss him.
St Luke's Hospice has teamed up with a construction company for a £5.5 million extension of its facilities. The hospice has chosen Interserve to take on the work, which will see a brand new inpatients ward with space for 20 people. The money will be used to extend and update the existing facilities, which provide free end-of-life care for terminally ill patients and their families.
And now the weather. Let's go to Olivia, who'll tell us how it's looking today. Olivia?
Good afternoon, Billy. I'm here outside St George's Church, and it's actually turning into a fairly sunny, albeit a little bit cloudy in places, day here in Sheffield. As you can see, it's looking slightly overcast, but there's going to be highs of around 15 degrees today. As we're going into the afternoon, you'll be able to recognise there'll be a slight drop, looking at about 10 degrees. Few northeasterly winds making things just that bit cooler. As we go into the night, it will remain perfectly dry. And there's your weather. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Olivia. Looks like we should make the most of today's weather.
That's all from Just News. Join us again this evening when we're talking to a squatter about government plans to make squatting illegal. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Magic, the occult, and religion.